I'm 78 years old, and I didn't think I'd be sitting here but talking about something like this at the end of my life, but here we are.
People think loneliness shows up suddenly, like one day you wake up and everything is empty. That's not how it happens. It happens slowly, so slowly you don't even notice you're losing something. And by the time you do, it's already gone. I wasn't always alone. There was a time I had chances, real ones, women who looked at me with softness, patience, even love. But I was busy, always busy. I told myself there would be time later, that I needed to get settled first, build something first, become someone first. It sounds reasonable when you're young. It even sounds responsible. But I'm sitting here now, and I can tell you that thinking quietly ruins you. I'm 78, and I haven't held someone's hand in years. Not because I didn't want to, because I waited too long. When I was in my late 20s, there was a woman named Samina. She had this calm way of speaking, never rushed, never loud. When she listened, she really listened. You don't forget that kind of attention. We used to sit outside a small tea shop after work. Nothing special, just plastic chairs, weak tea, and long conversations. She asked me once, very simply, "What do you want your life to feel like?" Not look like, feel like. I remember laughing a little. I told her, "I just want to succeed first, then I'll think about the rest." She nodded, didn't argue, but after that, something changed. She stopped asking me questions about the future, and a few months later, she left. Not dramatically, no big goodbye. She just got married. I told myself it was fine, that I wasn't ready anyway. And honestly, I believed that. In my 30s, work became everything. Long hours, promotions, respect. People started knowing my name. I thought I was building a life. But what I was really building was distance. There were other women, a colleague who used to bring me coffee every morning, even when I didn't ask. A neighbor who once waited outside my door just to return a book and stayed to talk for an hour. They were small moments, easy to ignore, easy to postpone. I told myself, not now, later. Later became a habit. And habits, they don't feel dangerous while you're living them. By the time I reached my 40s, people stopped asking. Family stopped bringing up marriage. Friends stopped introducing me to anyone. It's quiet, the way people give up on your story. No one announces it. They just assume this is who you are now. And maybe they were right. I had built a life that didn't leave room for anyone else. Even when I felt the emptiness starting, I didn't know how to fix it because I had spent years avoiding that part of life. You don't suddenly become good at something you've been ignoring for decades. In my 50s, something shifted, not outside, inside. I started noticing couples more. The way an old man would adjust his wife's scarf without thinking. The way someone would wait just a little longer so the other could catch up. Small things, but they stay with you because no one does those things for you. And you realize it's not about grand love stories. It's about having someone there, consistently, quietly. I thought maybe I still had time. That idea doesn't leave you easily, even when the signs are clear. So at 61, I tried. I remember fixing my shirt in the mirror longer than usual, checking my hair, what was left of it. I met a woman through a distant relative. She was kind, divorced, around my age. We sat across from each other in a small restaurant, and I could feel it immediately. Something was off, not with her, With me, I didn't know how to talk like that anymore, not in a way that builds something. My words felt rehearsed, careful, distant. And she noticed. Of course she did. At one point, she smiled gently and said, "You've been alone for a long time, haven't you?" I didn't answer because the truth was sitting right there between us. We didn't meet again, not because of a fight, just no reason to continue. That's how it ends at this age, not with heartbreak, with quiet understanding. After 60, people don't say it out loud. But things change. Everyone carries history, losses, habits, boundaries that don't bend anymore. You're not starting fresh. You're trying to fit two finished lives together. And if you've lived yours alone for too long, there's no space left. Not real space. The hardest part isn't rejection. It's realizing you don't know how to let someone in anymore. Even if they tried, you wouldn't know what to do with it. Loneliness becomes familiar, predictable, safe in a strange way. And anything outside of that feels uncomfortable. So you retreat. Not because you want to be alone, but because you've forgotten how not to be. There wasn't one big moment where everything fell apart. No tragedy, no dramatic loss, just years of small choices, delay after delay. I'll do it later. I'm not ready yet. Let me fix this one thing first. And then suddenly, there is no later. Now, my days are quiet. I wake up early, sit by the same window, I drink tea alone. Sometimes I watch people passing by. Couples, families, noise, life continuing without me being part of it. And I think about something simple, how different it might have been if I had just said yes once. Just once, when it mattered. I don't regret my work. I don't regret trying to build something, but I regret believing that life would wait for me, that people would wait for me. They don't. They move on. They build lives with or without you. And if you're not there when it matters, you don't get another version of that moment. If you're listening to me right now, and you still have time, don't make the same mistake. Don't wait until everything is perfect. It never will be. Don't delay connection for achievement. Because achievement, it doesn't sit next to you when you're old. It doesn't ask how your day was. It doesn't notice when you're gone. I'm not saying love solves everything. It doesn't. But absence of it, that leaves a mark you carry quietly every single day. I used to think being alone meant freedom, no compromises, no responsibilities. I didn't realize it also meant no one choosing you, and eventually no one left to choose at 78. You don't dream about big things anymore. You think about conversations that never happened, hands you never held, moments you assumed would come later, and they didn't. If this meant something to you, then maybe it's not too late for you. For me, it is. And that's a hard truth no one tells you when you're young. You don't run out of time all at once. You run out of chances, quietly, one by one, until there are none left.